Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a few showers and even a thunderstorm or two over the next hour or two. And we did have one in downtown Utica about an hour or so ago with some moderate to heavy downpours there. It's 81 after we had a high of 86 today. That dew point is still at 66. That's going to remain elevated through not only the weekend, but it looks like most of next week as well. Also a southerly wind at 9 miles an hour, still making it feel like 83. So a couple of degrees warmer at this time. Where we have had some showers down toward our south, it's slightly cooler. That's the reason why you see more orange there as opposed to red. For example, Hamilton 75 right now, and we have 79 over in Camden, and up toward the north, Old Forge is at 76 at this time. The winds for most of us are calm, except for in Utica where it's at 9 miles an hour, and we have wind speeds around 5 to 10 miles an hour, mainly out of the south, closer toward the southern tier. Oneonta's calm right now as well. Johnstown at 7 miles an hour. So some of the high temperatures today, most of us with the exception of Greene at 79, the rest of us got into the lower and middle 80s, but we will make a run closer to the upper 80s, if not closer to 90, especially tomorrow and possibly again over the weekend into next week as well, with the humidity on top of it as well. So we do have a few showers and even a heavier downpour or two across southeastern Oneida County getting into southern Herkimer, but not a lot of lightning associated with it within the last 15 minutes. You are seeing a little bit of that down toward the Finger Lakes, and some of that may cross through our area over the next hour or two before the shower and storm threat does come to an end. That's thanks to a stalled frontal boundary that's still over the southern tier, northeastern Pennsylvania, and it'll sag to the south during the day tomorrow and also weaken a little bit, so that'll take the shower and storm chances with it, but not the humidity. That will continue. So over the next hour or two, you may find some stronger winds, some hail, a little bit of heavy rain, as I just mentioned, as well as some lightning. So that's why we say when thunder roars, goes indoors. And it looks like the best threat for that heavy rain is down toward the Interstate 88 corridor at best over the next hour or two. After 8 o'clock tonight, the shower and storm threat will come to an end. We'll see muggy conditions overnight tonight with temperatures into the middle and upper 60s, a lot of clouds, and we'll see a nice blend of clouds for our Friday with temperatures making a run between 85 and 90 thanks to the southerly winds. Saturday, I think it's a little bit overdone on this model. A lot of us will see a blend of clouds and some sunshine in there as well, and there could be an isolated or scattered shower or thunderstorm. Sunday is definitely looking like the more active of the 2 weekend days. You'll also notice during the day tomorrow a westerly wind bringing in some mid and upper level haze from Canadian wildfires. Temperatures tomorrow making a run between 85 and 90. And it looks like we'll have more of the same over the weekend with, as I mentioned, Sunday possibly looking like some strong to severe storms. That could carry over into Monday as well, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we'll start to dry things out. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still to come.
On Eyewitness News at 6, a lawsuit filed against the Catholic Diocese of
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. The muggy and humid conditions aren't going anywhere anytime soon, although we will have mainly dry conditions as we head through the next week, with one exception. I'll get to that in a second. But as far as current conditions go right now, we have a dew point at 67 degrees, so it's fairly muggy out there right now, with a southeasterly breeze around 3 miles an hour, basically meaning the air is rather stagnant. Temperature of 72, same for that heat index, but that heat index is going to be on the rise over the next couple of days. Same for the dew point. Temperatures out there right now are into the 60s, both to the north and down to the south, and we've got temperatures into the lower 70s, like Oneonta and in Utica down in the valleys right now, and Norwich also at 70 degrees. Same thing in Greene. Over in Syracuse, still close to 80 degrees, even as of 10 o'clock at night. As I mentioned, the air is rather stagnant. We've got calm winds over most of our area right now, with the exception of that southeasterly breeze in Utica, only 3 miles an hour. So that's the reason that the air is rather stagnant, and if you do get a breeze, it's not helping much. Temperatures across the region today, for most of us, were into the lower and middle 80s. The warm spots were both Utica and Syracuse, with temperatures right at 87 degrees, and it felt warmer than that because of the humidity. At least the radar is dry, and thankfully the threat for severe weather did not materialize for most of our area, other than maybe a few brief downpours that there were in the Utica area earlier this afternoon, and even the clouds have moved off toward the east. northeast. That's thanks to stalled frontal boundary that's over northeastern Pennsylvania and south central New York, and it'll be there during the morning hours tomorrow, but as we head through the afternoon, it'll weaken, head down toward the south. Where they have had a lot of rain, though, is southeastern New England, eastern Connecticut, Rhode Island, southeastern Massachusetts, where between last night and this morning, there were many areas of 2 to 4, even 5 inches of rain just to the south of Boston. Thankfully, we're not talking about anything like that during the overnight hours and during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll see a southeasterly breeze again with temperatures making a run to between 85 and 90, although it'll feel like the low 90s with the humidity. And there could be a few showers to start our Saturday, but most of the day is dry, and I think it's a little bit overdone on this particular model. And then as we head through Sunday, the storm chances do return, though. What we will be seeing tomorrow is because of a southwesterly breeze, the Canadian wildfire smoke returning to the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Not so much here at the surface, though, so air quality should remain good, if not moderate, out there. Temperatures, again, during the day tomorrow between 85 and 90, although it'll feel like the low 90s with the humidity, and definitely making a run at 90 as we head through Saturday, when we'll be adding on to that 90-degree total, though. The best chance looks like Wednesday with hot and muggy conditions, a lot of sunshine, though, and then we do have to talk about that storm chance. Some of those could be strong to severe for both Sunday night into Monday morning, and Sunday's forecast right now is looking good for the Boilermaker other than just humid. Thomas, back to you.
Well, Jordan, let's give the people something
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a pleasant Thursday evening to you once again. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some more muggy, humid weather heading our way over the next couple of days. It will be mainly dry, but there is one caveat to that, and I'll have that coming up for you in just a second. It's pretty muggy out there right now. Dew point has been hovering in the mid-60s all day, and right now is no exception, 66 degrees. The temperature is 70, and we have a slight east-southeasterly breeze at around 3 miles an hour still. The heat index, even as of the 11 o'clock hour, 70 degrees. Temperatures are over most of our area aren't far from that right now. Oneonta is at 70. We've got Boonville at 65, Old Forge 66. You take the thruway over towards Syracuse, though, still 75, even as of 11 o'clock this evening. That's where we also have a breeze at 3 miles an hour. Albany right behind me is at 9. Utica is at 3, but for the rest of our area, it's calm, which is part of the reason why the air is rather stagnant, and unfortunately, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Temperatures across the region today, for most of us, were into the lower and middle 80s, and there was some humidity on top of it, making it feel like the upper 80s, but we could add on a couple of degrees to these numbers. The official high in Utica was 87, and I'm expecting that again during the day tomorrow, maybe even warmer than that by a degree or 2. Definitely feeling warmer, though, with the humidity. The radar is dry right now. It's going to remain that way during the overnight hours. We still have a stalled frontal boundary, although it's not as strong as it once was over south central New York, northeastern Pennsylvania. But what it is causing is a lot of rain for areas just south of Boston, where between last night and this morning there was as much as 2 to 4, even 5 inches of rain, and most of that came down in several hours' time. So thankfully we're not dealing with anything like that. Got some rain making its way into Iowa and Illinois right now, but over our area we'll have mainly clear skies during the overnight hours. There could be a spotty shower or two during the day tomorrow, but most areas I think escape our Friday completely dry. Same as we go through Saturday. There could be a few showers and maybe even a thunderstorm or two Friday night into Saturday morning, but again, most of Saturday is dry, just muggy and humid. What you will notice, though, when you wake up tomorrow morning is the atmospheric haze in the middle and upper levels of the atmosphere, especially the thruway up north into the Adirondacks. That's thanks to, again, Canadian wildfire smoke drawn in from the westerly breeze that will be with us around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures tomorrow between 85 and 90 for most of us, as always cooler to the north and south in the higher elevations, but definitely feeling like the low 90s with that humidity. We could get close to 90 temperature-wise as we head through Saturday, but regardless, it'll be hot and muggy. By the way, we've had 5 days of 90 degrees or higher. We typically see 4, but it looks like we'll add on a couple as we head through the next couple of days. Sunday into Monday, some of those storms could be strong to severe, but it looks like at this point, most of the timing for those storms will be in the afternoon, which is good for the Boilermaker in the morning. That's just going going to be hot and humid, so be prepared for that. Stay hydrated. Again, a few storms lingering into Monday, but you'll notice the common theme here. Remaining muggy, remaining humid through most of the weekend into next week as well. Could add on to that 90-degree tally both Tuesday and Wednesday, hovering on either side of it both days. Thursday, we're back to between 85 and 90 with a mix of sun and clouds. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still
To come on Eyewitness News at 11.